stop. Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
What's going on, people? This is Influence, and I'm back again. Take off my watch just because it kind of detracts from the figure. This is Mech Fans Toys version of DX9's version of Slug. I apologize to my viewers who that is a bad word for. I'm not sure where it is, but I've been told that it is, and I apologize. So, but you got to understand, he's been that since G1, but I'm not the one. If it's a bad word, it's a bad word. If it's offensive, here's the box. Again, has nice artwork. I don't know if it's their artwork. I've heard some things about Mech Fans Toys, and I guess all KO companies have some business practices. So I can't be surprised. Of course, he comes with his sword. His sword is silver, and he comes with another Diaclone dude. Just like Swoop came with, I think there were only two that came with him. Maybe Sludge came with one. I don't know. But I can say this guy is great, as the rest of them are. And DX9's was great, which is what it's an upscaled version of. But this, look, you see his head in there. You can turn it around too. I just had time. Sometimes you can turn this thing around like this. See, a lot better. So yeah, I had to take a break for a minute. I don't know where I was. I can say, I think I was talking about this guy, and this is the most frustrating and best engineered toy. I love the engineering on this toy, but it is so frustrating, and I guarantee when I transform it, I will take the legs off, because that's the only way I can. I don't know. Leave me a thumbs up, leave me a like, and leave me a comment if you have this or if you see something that I don't see, because it's so hard. This is enclosed just about around the leg, and you have to get it. It's so many moving parts around getting it around there. It comes with the accessories, of course, the Diaclone dude. You get a sword and you get a gun. I also don't know why they decided to paint this gun silver and forego all the rest of them have black guns. So that makes no sense to me. But I don't know what goes on in those factories. These horns came separate too. You had to stick them on there, I'm assuming for packaging purposes. Autobot symbol. Can you see that? Yeah. Autobot symbol, that's my symbol. And of course one in his mouth, because that's his chest. So that's a repro label. I only had little ones left, so it looks kind of, I think it's kind of too small. I need a medium one, but I didn't have any, so I just stuck that on there for now. The paint is good as usual. The clear, this gold paint. This gold is a little bit different, it looks like, than this. But all in all, it's fine. Sound like Bobby. So here's the articulation of the dinosaur. His legs can go out like that because these are his arms, and these little arms can move about that much. His mouth, you already saw, his mouth can open up pretty wide, but his head's in there, so you don't want to open up too wide, then it'll look crazy. These move and they can come off. Nothing here, nothing. The tail moves a little bit, but it's really for transformation. But I mean, I guess if that's your thing, you can get it like that. And that's about it. So I'm gonna transform it, or limp through the transformation. Yeah, I absolutely, it's crazy to like a transformation this much and to not ever want to transform it. because I love the way, I love the engineering of this, like seriously. But it's just it's a royal pain. Tolerances are crazy as usual. But you gotta split that, and this is what I mean. You see this leg? You have to go like underneath. It doesn't bend this way. It only bends this way for later. Well, this bends this way, but it's so hard to get to really get it how you need to get it, because I guess you can. Oh, well, I think I found a new. Okay, right on. I think this is of course it's on camera. This is the easiest I ever had getting that around the legs. So I guess that's the key. You have to turn this, and this is coming off, of course. So that's not ideal. But yeah, that's difficult. This is pegged in right here and together, so it's the hardest ever. It's the hardest thing ever to get open. Like I said, I guaranteed I'm gonna pop these legs off.
Have to learn how to deal with all these.
Now this is crazy. Like I guarantee you, it's just insane. So I'm gonna do it off camera because I don't want to break it, even though it was inexpensive. And I didn't want to skip this part. As I told you, I popped it off the ball joint, and of course, but I did get it out. See those? They go into there, and that is extremely tight. And they have a. Do they have another? Yeah, they go into there, but that's not too bad. That just. Wait, did it? Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, it's just this one. It's just this tab. I thought that tab did something, but I can see it on the other side. I got the other side off. Well, but those tabs is just insane. So I'm gonna put it back. I'm trying to do as much as possible. Once you get that, that's the hardest part. Like I said, this transformation is I love the engineering, I should say, because it's the same as DX9's, but, and I should give DX9 credit. DX9 gets the credit for this engineering. These tolerances are a lot crazier, I think, than DX9's. You got a leg done. I'm sure you didn't see that, so I'll try to show it off more. You have to pop this. This is the tail, so you pop that, throw it, and it turns into the foot. Then you push this down, and there's two hinges. Hinge right here, and then this hinge, and it goes flush. Then you got to push it up in here, and there's this hinge. It's like a double hinge. Push it through. And it's really clean once you get it. But then you have this mess right here to deal with, which you turn it around. But before you do that, deal with the upper half. This tolerance right here is insane right there. And I just saw some paint chips due to that tolerance. So just get both of them out. Get them back. This moves too to help you, which is great. But then these arms are like false arms. Slide them back. This is why this transformation is so great. Slide that back. Then you can move these legs back down. In this part, turn it around. These tabs up in here. This is not very tight. This was tighter on DX9's right here. I could fix that, but for the purposes of this review, I was saying I want to show that it's not very tight. So then you can pull this down. and turn the head around. If you turn it around, I usually don't, just because it's a pain to get right. Well, I usually don't transform this. This is like the third time I transformed it. I knew it would be a pain because DX9s is a pain. So, but then you get the arms down. These hands are hard too. So I usually just stick and then pull them out. Stick the gun in there. And pull it out. Get that down. Oh, pretty. That has never happened before, but and I think we're done. So there goes Slag, Slug, whichever one isn't offensive. Nah, but I'll go through his articulation. He's nice looking. The back is a little back heavy because of all this stuff right here. You can put these how you want it. I like them like this. It's like G1. So he has his shoulders can go up to there. He has a elbow. It's not double jointed. See, all this is floppy. This is probably, even though it's the best engineered, one of the best ones that I like all their engineering, but this is one of the best ones. So even though with that standing, this is probably the worst posable figure because he has no real ankle rocker. He's really back heavy. Let me continue his articulation. He does get almost 90 degrees. Like I said, he has no ankle rocker or pivot. Well, a little pivot, I guess, but you don't want pivot because that's the wrong way, because he's going back. He has a kind of an ankle spur, I guess, and I guess you could do that and get him to stand. Nah, never mind. That's not gonna work. You could do that to get him, his head moves, goes 360. I'm not gonna show it, but yeah, this arm is really loose now. But if you get it into the mushroom cap, but it seems to be coming off now, so I'm probably never gonna transform him again. Yeah, maybe if I snap it in how it's supposed to be. I can't really get it in. Oh yeah, there we go. But it's probably gonna come out again. And see, this is floppy. So this is one of those figures where you get him on the shelf, leave him alone, and he's fine. I think he's great. I'll compare him again with Starscream. Like I said, depending on your sensibilities of scale, I think it's too big. But some people think the Dinobot should be super big, like a lot bigger than their people, everybody else. But I don't really think so. So I'll just compare him with some of the team. I don't know what happened to Swoop. I was looking for Swoop. The hell happened to Swoop? All right, can't find Swoop. He was right here. But anyway, there's the rest of the team. I think they look very good together and happy with this purchase. All right, then. This has been Influence. Please subscribe, like, give me a comment, whatever, and I'll get up with you.
Hip hop, I feel, I gotta say, who am I, you might say, influence, and I spit better than most in this game.